Hey guys, it's Sam here. I'm in an unusual place, but unusual. In today's video, I'm going to be talking about the importance of studying our world and connection with the world in producing great stories, great films. I think that I've learned is the importance that it's important to pay attention to your surroundings and what's around you, what's going on, and to not just keep your eyes on the computer screen so long because it just disconnects you. When you don't have life experience and don't know what's going on in your own world around you, it's hard to make good stories, great stories, when you don't learn from what's around. Because you've probably heard in a previous video, personal stories are stories that connect with your audience. Something like that. But I want to talk about just the importance, because that is important if you want to have people engage with your film and have it feel real and raw. Because when it's just plastic or just too made up, nothing wrong with fiction and sci-fi and that kind of stuff, but sometimes people are looking for real things, stuff that actually happened, or not necessarily that actually happened, but stuff that's based on the real world around them. And when you look at what's going on, studying the world around you, you are able to make stories that matter. From even realistic stories of somebody being hurt in life because they broke up with their girlfriend, or because even just the protests going on and war and going on, or even just stories happening on the streets, or stories happening at home, even your own house. You can make a story on that if you are comfortable on doing that. There's different things, but when you are focused on the computer, and I want to try to be focused more on what's happening around me, so I could just study the environment and be able to be relevant with people. Of course, as a filmmaker, especially if you're independent, you're gonna wear a lot of hats, if you know what I mean. Yes, you're gonna be the screenwriter, possibly the cinematographer, the editor, and probably some other stuff. Maybe you're gonna make the music. And certain things after the production phase, a lot of it may require you to be on the computer and to not focus. I've learned. I don't think I'm ready for that stage yet. But I've learned that even having multiple people work together helps get a burden off your back. Of course, but I think even a burden on your back teaches you something. It shows that if you really care about your project, you're willing to do everything you can in order for it to get done, if you love the project that much. But also it could affect the quality of your project. Depends. Especially if you're in a rush and you have a deadline. Excuse me. Study your world, study what's going on around you, make something. When you focus on what's going on, you're able to make stuff real, because it's in the environment, it's in your lane. I've made films that were based on things that happen in reality, like Slow to Anger. If you watch the previous video, that connected with my life when I was struggling with my grades. That connects with reality. And I added some other stuff, a thing or two, maybe one thing, whatever, that also was from something that actually happened. I'm not going to talk about it. If you've seen my film Deadline, that was also a personal film. That film was based on how I was feeling and how I was thinking, right? Because I felt like I just didn't have ideas. Not everything was exactly how I was feeling, but certain elements. And those are examples of films that you could do based on your environment. Even paying attention to yourself and how you feel, how you think can help you create stories. But when you're just trying to have an idea pop in your head out of nowhere, it's hard. It's hard to make a story because you're literally starting all the way from scratch, which is a good thing, but use the world around you, use what's around you, the society around you, just the action going on to inspire you to make a story and make that story based on that. And you'll have something. You'll have something. You'll have a masterpiece. You're gonna have art, right? Art came on, whatever, off topic. Like even just going outside, walk outside and go see what's going on. Just walk the street, examine the area, feel the area. What vibe, what aura does the area contain? Is there a scary vibe about it? Is there a rough vibe? Is there a happy vibe? Is there a gross vibe? Well, that smells. Even the smell. You could even show the smells. Even the smells of an area can be represented in your film. Even just like, for example, color grading. Color grading is basically changing how your color is. If there's like an orange teal or some green or some red, some blue for sadness or because colors also have emotions connected to them. And if it's a gross area, for example, green can symbolize gross. You could have a little bit of green in the color of the film, the color of the frame, to give some disgusting type of look. See, and that was based on an environment that you were in. The news is also a great spot to look for stories. That's studying in your environment. Sometimes the computer can help to generate stories, especially if you want to make your own original stories and not have to rely on ChatGPT or DeepSeek or Google or something else that is just artificial, right? And those are just great things. Even objects can inspire you to make a story. Like even objects can inspire you to make a story. Like I know it's weird. You see, there's this pants here on this light, right? It's a little weird. I don't know if I should show that, but and we even have this graffiti-looking stuff on here. These can inspire stories on how people are feeling, because people don't just do stuff. Look at this. What's this marking? I don't know. There's a reason why people do things. Sometimes they're angry. Sometimes they're trying to express something. Sometimes maybe they're on drugs. That is a possibility. There's different reasons why people do stuff. But even objects like the pants or the graffiti that's on that window, that can inspire a story. Let's say the pants. Somebody is in this area that I was in, and they were mad because their mom or the cops were just getting on their nerves, and because they think the cops always believe that there's some jerk and some drug addict, and they just did that as a symbol of rebellion or something. That's a story that you could do, and maybe at the end of the story, that person has some revelation on life, and even though people may judge them, it doesn't always show who they are, and that you don't need to let the world judge you and say you're this and you're that. Of course, the people will always judge, but God knows your potential, right? So use the things around you. You see, places have stories, buildings have stories. A lot of stuff got stories. You just gotta focus and be aware of the environment that you're in. Right? Even this building, like, it has a story. Probably has been around for a while. You see the rust and the stuff hanging and that kind of stuff. It's dirty here. There's a story about this building, right? There's a story. I'm not telling you to make stories about rusted buildings, but I'm just trying to make a point that your environment, using your environment to tell a story can help. The abandoned building. Imagine this was an abandoned building. This is actually like a car place, by the way, where people just park and they do their life stuff. But it's an example of a story. Do a story focused on a building, and people are exploring how gross it is, and concerning the stairs and just how dirty and watery it is. You can even use your environment to make scenes. This could be a movie scene, this place. Do what you can to make a story using what you got. Look, I don't want to fall, but there's a little spider. I don't want to bite me, but there. I'm happy that my arms are long enough. If your arms are not long enough, I recommend you don't do it. Yeah, so this video, I just wanted to pass a message, or share. In this video, I wanted to share a message about connecting with your world and just being around it. Even your life situation, the places, you don't always have to be inspired by others to make your own movie, your own book, your own story. Sometimes you could just use what is around you, what even your own life situations, and twist it or add some extra fillers in there. Make it meaningful to you. Make it fun. Try something. Make something. Make something valuable, and that the world will remember, that your friends, your family, your girlfriend, your wife, anybody, that they will remember that this film that they made from scratch out of nothing, the story they made out of nothing, became something. Make something. But thank you guys for watching this video, and please smash that subscribe button, and please smash that like button, and I thank you so much if you do that. It supports the channel, it supports my work, and it encourages me to keep going. Write a comment if you were inspired, if you have any thoughts on your mind and what you think on my work, what you think on this video. If you have any ideas to share on the channel that you want me to do or try out, write it. Don't be shy. But anyways, have a good day. God bless you, and see you later. God bless you. Bye.